Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michael, and today I will be your host for the Infiniti QX60, the new 2022. This is a luxe trim level, and let us take it to a scenic spot and show you the interior, the exterior, discuss about a couple cool features. And I must say, this is our only model. It is a demo model because every single other model has either been reserved and still isn't here yet, and with the delays from the manufacturer, anything that comes in the next weeks will be sold almost immediately. Every single day we have people coming in for the QX60. Hey, can I see it? Can I buy it? Where is it? Blah, blah, blah. Well, we finally got it, and I'm going to take you on a test drive and do a quick walk around. Okay, let's start it. Push start, and the steering wheel adjusts for you. Infiniti InTouch. Check that out. Okay, wow, look at that. So we've got forward collision mitigation, lane departure warnings. Okay, it's telling us about all the people who are not seated in the back. They don't have their seat belts. Well, let's go back. It says Pro Pilot Assist, voice. We have a compass. Let's go back to where we were. Here we go. There's steering assist, there's lane assist, blind spot, emergency assists, there's speed limits that can be displayed. There's a rear cross traffic alert. There's a whole lot of safety features here that we will be discussing about. But first, let's take it for a drive. And as you can see, everything has changed from the old QX60. Let's actually show you how it looks like in the back. And the exterior is where a lot of the changes really have happened. So let's begin. First off, we're able to set our drive mode. So you're gonna see it right here. We're in snow, but we're able to go eco, auto, sports, personal. We're able to adjust everything. To do that, you have to go back to settings. You have to go over here, vehicle settings, personal drive mode, and you're able to change all of this. So for steering, let's say we want to do sport. Let's say for acceleration, we want to do sport as well, or eco. What do we want? Trace control. We're able to adjust lighting settings. So if you want to have welcome headlights, we're able to adjust locking. Personally, I would take off the horn beeps on lock. Look at that. That's beautiful for someone with sensitive ears. Now we've turned that off. Wipers. It's going to tell you when it needs to go for a service, or where an air filters or tires need to be replaced. Now, if we go to eco mode, there will be a setting where we're able to turn cruise control off, idling off, or air conditioning, so to save some gas. Now, if it's very warm, I'd consider having the AC on. We have a heated steering wheel, and notice that this is all touch screen. This is super. We have climate seats, we have heated seats. It's very responsive, and you have this little, can you hear that? It's like this little click, and you can also feel it. So as soon as I do that, you can click it. It's clickable all throughout. Heated seats for me, maybe climate, you know, it all depends on the temperature. If we want to reduce brightness, we're able to do that for the screen over here, but it is the daytime. The storage compartment underneath your elbow, as you see, we have a charging port, and if you have any devices that you need to plug in, you're able to do that as well. Whether we want the engine to turn off, stop, start. I can really feel the climate seats. At first I was like, what is that under me? And then I forgot I actually had it on, but you can definitely feel it, and it's on the lowest setting too. Personally, I prefer heated seats, especially since it's winter time. So let's go. To go into drive, you have to click over here and just move it down. To go into reverse, you do the exact opposite. It will be beeping because we're near a curb, and then you're all set to go. We are going to be driving in our parking lot first, so I'm able to actually drive and talk. Now, it's got some power, but it is very quiet in here. When you're driving normally, and remember, we're in sport mode essentially, when you're driving normally, you barely feel it, and it's a pretty nice interior. Okay, let's test out from 0 to kicks pretty well. Now we are going to go out onto the street and find a pretty scenic spot. So I have my eyes on the road, and I must say, oh, we're coming to a yellow, so that's actually perfect. We're going to slow down here. It is quite an experience to drive this. You can definitely feel the vehicle, but it's not sporty, it's smooth. It's a very smooth and comfortable ride. However, if you'd like to speed up, you can certainly feel the engine. As with any Infiniti, there's always going to be some power to it, which a lot of people might be surprised. As for the actual interior, this is nice, but then there's also sensory and autograph trim levels, which... Okay, that did not work too well, so my phone fell. But you can definitely hear the engine. Now, if you want, you can turn that off by going into a slightly less sportier mode. Something that a lot of people may not bring attention to is the sound of the turn indicators. It's very nice and comfortable. It's not loud, it's not a ticking, and this is something that's pretty minimal. You know, you're not going to be impacted greatly by this, but listen to this. It's a very quiet click. It's not an annoying ticking noise. Now, in order to turn, I had to switch lanes, and unfortunately there was a driver who just didn't want to let me go, but eventually, after enough emphasis, he did. However, I still got an alert from the system that let me know, hey, that other vehicle's too close, and that's always good because you're able to judge the distance. Now, nothing happened, but it's pretty nice that the vehicle's giving you alerts. Now, if someone's very frustrated, I did have a customer who at one point didn't like these alerts. You're always able to turn them off, of course. However, it's highly recommended that you have them because it could save you from an accident. So far, I've driven a couple miles, and it definitely drives like a QX60 should. The QX50s are a little bit louder because of the 4-cylinder engines, but this just drives smooth. Now, it's a V6 engine, 3.5 liters, and it has 295 horsepower, which is more than enough to power this baby. It is a family favorite because of its third row, and I was just listening to some country music on its Bose speakers, which are all throughout the vehicle, and it makes it sound like a live concert performance. Pretty cool. Now we have arrived at a forest preserve. I'm going to show you some of the outside, but you might notice that I actually have hidden the panoramic moonroof. So you're able to adjust it, and when you're moving it back, you're able to get it either half back or all the way back. And of course, you're also able to open the front up. So we are doing just that. As such, you do have a wind catcher up front, so when you're driving, it's not going to be extremely noisy. And you're also able to get it a little bit back further, but unfortunately, as with many vehicles, you're not able to open up the back. Still pretty nice, though, that you're able to see the moon, the stars, the sun, whatever it is that you want to see, skyscrapers in the back. It just so happens that there's a lot of people, so we're going to temporarily park over here, and let's go outside. Okay, let's check it out. Press into P. Does take a little bit getting used to, but now a lot of vehicles are going this way. Leave the engine running so you're able to hear it outside. Thankfully, it's not a really cold day. And take a look at this. Looks nice and sharp in the back. Off to the side. Take a look at how it's sloped in the back. Gives it a little bit of a more sportier look. In the front, the grille, very nice and sharp.